Welcome to Learn with Kwabna Asante. Mida onyankopon se waka me ho na me so metimenya saa kwanya ibi na mene anuanom so beche ade kakra mesua wo some time ago. The motivation behind this lesson that I would like to help brethren understand say if we have observed for some time, we see say in the Lord's church sometimes our singing is not the best as expected of us. First, so oka Church of Christ na obia nimien because of the way we sing. Also, say you call evangelism. The time that I was on campus, the campus church you call evangelism during dawn singing, your activities sometime be a matching. You turn your fa krum homa chromophone who say yaba ebedi jumadi. The singing alone identifies the particular church that has come to that town to preach, as we've announced already but it's going to some extent be as of late yen shouldn't pay much attention concerning our singing in the Lord's church, especially when we come to worship. And for some part that I'll address generally to congregation, this special lesson goes to songs leaders. My mommy lesson title say the act of songs leading. The act of songs leading. Say we have some keywords: act, leading, and songs. The act of songs leading. This video will be providing an introductory part. Mede ebe chere diema yebehuno sa topic we. So first of all, let's define some terms in the title of this lesson. The act of songs leading. When we say act, simply put, the way of doing something. When we say act, from the little understanding that I have, the way of doing something. Talking about songs in the church, how to lead it. And when we say leading, that means say what kind and nachi. So when it comes to songs, you the songs leader, what you should do, that is a little knowledge that I gain. I want to help brethren, especially songs leaders. Though this lesson is for all of us. When it comes to worship, the act of songs leading. Say, yeah, Tuaswa, I've made you understand the act of songs leading. As we go on, kindly, if you have some questions, you can drop them in the comment section. I'll read all the questions and I'll find time. I'll try my best to make videos by answering these questions and I'll post it. On my channel also, you will see this lesson in a playlist. My title, The Act of Songs Leading. So when we continue, first of all, let's know about singing, as in the Lord's church, congregational singing. You see, when we meet to worship, don't forget that the Bible commands us to sing. And in my understanding, the Bible commands us to sing. That means we must do it and do it well, because God is expecting us to do. Singing is an act commanded by God. We shouldn't forget, when we understand the passage and the discussion Apostle Paul made the church at Ephesus known. You share Ephesians 5 verse 19 and the parallel passage at Colossians 3 verse 16. Speaking to one another in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your hearts to the Lord. Speaking to one another in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. And when we continue with Hebrews 13:15, it makes us understand, the fruit of our lips should be used. And first of all, from Ephesians 5:19, we understand, the heart is a tool, the lips or the fruit of the lips, either way, is also the tools that we are supposed to use. And when we come to church, mind you, we are not worshiping for ourselves. We are worshiping God. That is why the first day of the week we meet to worship. And as part of our worship, singing is included. And what at all does the singing does? The singing is the part where we can communicate to ourselves through psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs. You are speaking to the brethren beside you, and the brethren beside you is also speaking to you. Nti generally the nnwom na yɛto no yɛde kasa kyerɛkyerɛ yɛn ho. Someone asks, why does the song leader comes in no? This part you should know say the song leader yɛn nyinaa yɛntumi mmɛgyina hɔ na yɛn nyinaa obiara kasa yɛn nyinaa yɛnto nnwom a ɛmfa wɔho. Ebi a wɔ nnwom a ɛda m'akoma so na mepɛ sɛ meto no ɛnyɛ ne na wo nua wobɛto. Once at the end there will be confusion among us. So we agree that let's get someone to lead us in singing. Nti yɛn nyinaa na yɛto nnwom no. Likewise, when we are praying now, yɛn nyinaa na yɛyɛ dɛn yɛbɔ mpaeɛ no, but yɛyi obi asi hɔ only yɛnim ɛwɔ mpaebɔ mu. Saa na nnwom no to ɛ. Yɛn nyinaa na yɛto nnwom no, but yɛyi obi asi hɔ sɛ only yɛnim ɛwɔ nnwom no a yɛto nnwom. Nti you as a songs leader one, if you don't do it well, you see say some way you are not helping us to worship, and at the end, to my understanding you will be rendering our service and our worship a vain one. Secondly, we should understand say men are supposed to lead. That one, there's no two ways about it. If you are in the Lord's church, you understand this. Timothy 2 verse 8. The Bible makes us understand say we should let someone leading us or doubt about it, lifting up holy hands. So let's lifting up holy hands. That means as we expect someone to lead us, and we expect the person to be. So in this lesson, we are going to know much about you as a songs leader, what you should do behind the scene, your lifestyle, because everything you do, directly or indirectly, affects our worship. And the last point, the third point, it must therefore be done well to glorify our Maker. Yentias say, "Numna yeto no, ye to edi ashe Onyankopɔn di anuonyam. Enye ye nti na yaba abehyiam say ye to ama ye ho." So as we are leading, you should keep that in mind. Say you are helping us to sing very well to glorify God. That is it. When we continue, say song leaders therefore must know the essence, what God then expects, and therefore how to do it effectively to please God as far as worship is concerned. Tiabishim say yes, Nyankopɔn no. Wo song leader ɛyɛ wasɛdeɛ ɛsɛ sɛ ohunu sɛ Onyankopɔn hwehwɛ yɛ sɛ yɛto nnwom na ennwom na yɛto no yɛde kasa kyerɛkyerɛ yɛn ho. There are some things that you do as a songs leader. It makes brethren understand what we are singing. Obi wɔ ha adwendwene bi ɛda ne so na waba no as ɔtete, but through songs we are able to encourage one another. We are able to motivate one another as according to God's word. That's it. This lesson then focuses on some practical, procedural aspects of songs leading in case you have been tasked to do so. One thing that maybe you might not agree with me is say, as a songs leader, if you are a gent and you are capable of leading songs, always you should be prepared. Whether Tuesday service, Wednesday, any day we meet to worship Lord. If we are having a Bible studies, you see, with one mind, we've met say we are coming to study. Into whatever we do, it should be glorifying God. See, as a gent that you can lead songs, you should be prepared, because a bedroom baby a congregation be. Oh, na enuanom a ɛwɔ hɔ no mpanyinfo wɔ hɔ mmaa ne dɔɔso. Yɛsɛ onua, yɛsɛ wɔde anim ne yɛntoto nnwom bi. Ɛhɔ no yɛntoto nnwom no sɛ yɛtoto for singing sake. But mind you say that part we've met to worship God. As we are starting our worship, to be beer for some I know to work on it. As I say, yeah, ye lesson we meboa ma little knowledge amanyano tactics antics bia amanum na koyie no na ahye Onyankopɔn de anunyam so medanadi saa mesa fa saa kwan we so ada anuanum bia na me sua from ho directly or indirectly they did from them, but some people gave me guidance to talk of our brother Prince Afari mapuskabutemo, a whole lot of brethren, emoskujomo, like, yes, some people help me to identify that I will be a songs leader. So some tactics they gave obebesie kakra ebetimi de aye abo nyankopon asafo no yenso yere no. So as you know, I'll plead say you stay with me, learn into songs leading no. You also take part so that whenever you are being called say unia bedi enum no, you can do it very well. One were the days when I was at campus no. One thing I liked about the KNST Church is say if you are being mentioned, if your name is being mentioned, say the following Sunday no, una ubeli this song sir. Charlie, week ni na me hu say me na me hye me no mitrim because the song that we are going to sing on that very day no, it should correspond with the sermon, the Bible class, whatever that you will be doing, it should match. Enti no your songs leader, your obe your songs leader it's a great work that you must put in much effort. And duly when you put in the due effort, at the end you get a better results and commendations. Because after service, on some days, on some Sundays, we meet for gens training, and at gens training we assess ourselves how we led worship. Until from Lord's Supper, Bible class, sermon, songs leading, we assess each gent who led, so that some things that we made mistakes, we correct ourselves, and from there we motivate ourselves. Then we continue with that. You see, as you continue to learn, you become the better version of yourself. That's how things are done. So once a KNST, boys yes, you were not doing it well. If you didn't prepare well on that Sunday, it will show. Prepare. Yes, before you do that, we won't say yes. As I will be how because doing it to please men, but we are rather doing it to please God. That's how things are supposed to be done. But and then you share local congregations in ma. Oh, your body say you know some sina a bedin human. If you are a kind of crepa, yes, some leaders be a kind of cratch and hopa. We don't prepare. Ya church channel panel, near ya him book no ye baby him 7 the bear the him 90, him 12, him say on tenasem planning you. To most a number be. That is not going to help us. So let's do our best to sit down and prepare adequately. And I believe so when we do that, the Lord will bless us. So you will look at some aspects, some 4 aspects we are as songs leaders attention to. 1, preparation. Before say, first of all, you must prepare. Say obeli bibiaka physical appearance, mental. Untimi medina so bedi numanim na wayɛ ho basa ne asa na enum ne kranko. And as a oba no, you shouldn't be someone na wabre dada. I say wabre wo adro anim so I say why adwuma bre na wo de eba lead songs na enko yie. Also I say you should be mentally active, mentally sound. At least as a okay. Oh, okay, me okay being up there. Please do not be offended. Okay up there. Oh, bibi how? Yan fan say adwuma sem bia ma why ebia sorry to say you've lost a loved one. You should keep in check say you are sound mentally to lead us. 2, execution. Ude o plans ni na egu akwan mu. Execution stage no yebehu niema bia yebedi hu nkomo. Being it starting, ending, with things that you add to the song. Not as in somebody be before but as yet you do things, you include some things in your leading style and to help people appreciate the song you are singing. Bring some memories, bring some motivation in the song that you are singing. You should keep in mind, say, those who wrote some of our songs, from the sacred selection and the songs of the church, they were not members of the Lord's Church. But if you pay attention to what we've been singing now, you see that the writers were communicating some delicate information to us. That is why we must pay attention to the lyrics that we sing. Leadership. When it comes to songs leading, yeah, to know as a so woman, you know who say, "Wona would di enum n'anim." Ha. Na last one, problem solving. Yeah, page and ɛkɔ na ebi wɔ ha a biribi tumi si wɔ nnwom no mu, microphone ate kɔ, nneɛma bi nkɔ yie ma asa nnwom no egye agu ne nyinaa. As a song leader, your ability to make us continue singing effectively no counts. See, our plea say as we continue no, you kindly follow my lesson. If there is any question be also kindly let me know. And if I missed something, you can bring up that idea. And as we are making better versions of ourselves, we will do our best to let brethren know the things that we can do, the things that we must not do, the things that we are expected to do when it comes to songs leading.